All right. So I decided to get pork to do it for Thanksgiving, but my Thanksgiving didn't go as well as I planned it, so it's all good. At first, I was thinking I was gonna brine it and all that, and I ended up with 44 pounds of freaking pork. Um, just the big picnic hams, fresh meat, and so I either had a choice to uh, rush through it or to, and I want to learn a little bit about this stuff. This, like, if you mess up, you can seriously poison yourself one way or another. But I want to learn about curing pork and other meats for smoking and whatnot. So this is called Prague Powder Premium 1. It's curing salt, and it has to be in the right proportion, or else either you're under cure or is going to poison you. So anyway, that's that. That's my phone is next to me, talking to me. But and then I'm gonna try out some different varieties of things. One is that sugar, which is really amazing. I might blend in nutmeg a little bit. And then I have smoked paprika. That's a Spanish paprika. I've bought that honey habanero flying swine seasoning, and I got this, but I miscalculated, and instead of pork stuff I got Texas beef, but that's also good. And then I got some friend brought salt from Hawaii, and that's like a smoked salt, like a true sea salt kind of thing, and smoked, and so it has this different exquisite flavor, just fragrant and stuff like that. I already learned butcher's nut, so I'm gonna pause this video and then see what I can come up with. Idea is that I'm gonna use Irish whiskey, apple juice, and some of the ingredients I showed, and I'm going to reduce it, strain it, reduce it, and then mix it in with more stuff, cool it, and then inject the pork. I just got a fancy schmancy injector syringe, and inject this pork with it, and then cook it slow in a turkey roasting pan, covered at about maybe 300 degrees or so, 325, and make it as slow as I can, maybe even 250 or something, 275. But anyway, I will play with it. That's my first one, and then the rest of the time I'm going to dedicate to learn how to do proper curing and stuff, and get me a smoker, and do the rest of the meat. All right. Okay, so I guess my iPad doesn't necessarily hold the actual, frame that I paused it on. So so I'm reducing. Oh. Okay. Almost went over the it almost went over the saucepan. Started boiling. Anyway, Irish whiskey. I added a little bit of this. This is rum espresso flavored or something, and then raspberry syrup, muscovado, sugar, Spanish paprika, smoked Spanish paprika, cloves, apple juice, Himalayan salt, and then this really good stuff from Hawaii, is smoked salt, sea salt, and this is a stronger one of the two. And so, what else did I put in there? Bay leaf, peppercorn, What else? That's about it, I think, unless I'm forgetting something. Did I mention Irish whiskey? Anyway, oh yeah, granulated garlic powder and dehydrated onion. I think that was that, and then a little bit of cayenne pepper. All the good ingredients. So we'll see what happens. I might throw nutmeg a little bit. I might throw a thing or two, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna inject it, and then when it sits in the fridge for overnight, while putting this dry rub on the outside, and tomorrow, that's what I'm thinking I'm gonna do. I'm gonna tie it up with a butcher nut that I learned, and see what happens tomorrow. But I'm gonna cook tomorrow on a slow start in the morning and give it a good 6 to 8 hours, maybe even 8 to 10 hours in the slow in the roaster. So we'll see what happens. All right, until next time. All right, well, time has come. Let's see how this pork looks after it was packaged in the store. I wrapped up my counter in the saran wrap, so hopefully it's not going to blast all over the counter, but nope, fresh, nice, good pork. A little bit of slime accumulating, but it's good. There you go. Here goes my moment of truth. That's a huge freaking roast. Alright. So I hope I'm not gonna make any cuss words here, just because no, just fine. Alright, so there's a lot of fat on here. That's probably a better shot. So this is nice fat there and there. So I'm gonna try to tie the butcher's knot, the one that I just learned today. So it's supposed to go something like this. It's nice to do it when it's so then this way, I think. It was easy to practice on the towel, but oh, it's like this, okay. And then this one through, and then supposed to cinch it like this until it pops. Oh, and it did pop. That twine is not worth crap. Okay, so let's try it again. So this way, this way, this way, through, and it has to slide and pop. Okay, the thing is, this is a little bit of a thinner twine, and then this one like so, and run it through this and tighten it up. Secure this guy and cut. I guess I did okay for the first time doing stuff like that, I think. Alright, nobody's perfect. So I'm going to tie a series of those like that, and that's where it comes through, and cinch it like this. And the guy showed it was pretty good looking there, but okay. And so this guy comes through, and supposedly I just cinch it right here and it's good to go. Okay, it's a thin twine too, so it's not doing justice, and so on. Okay, that's that. All right, well, this camera turns itself off and it's really annoying and stuff, but anyways, I'm ready for doing some injecting. So the marinade is all cooled off, and I got my dry rub. I mixed it with smoked salt and stuff. Well, actually smoked salt is right here. And I know it's gonna get messy, so this is first time injection, but let's see what happens. Okay, so I'm gonna just stick it there as far as it goes and start injecting it. It's supposed to, if I do it slow, I think it's gonna be all right. And as I come out, I'm just slowly shooting that thing in there. That's all right. So, oh, and there goes the thing. Sprayed right on the wall. Okay, gotcha. So anyway, that's it says not to put some sort of, oh, there you go, to put some sort of plastic around it, but I was gonna put it in here, but it's too small. So anyway, that's first time. I got you now. All right, next up, going to put some dry rub and put it in the fridge. Tomorrow we will cook in it, and I think I'm gonna show final product. All right. With God's grace, we accomplished this task. It's all right. I mean, I'm sure there's a excellent way of doing this, but right now, if I press on it, squish it or something, it's gonna shoot out fountains of the injectable, that marinade I made. So I'm thinking that it took as much as it needed to, and you can't really force as much, but I can poke a bunch of holes in there, and it's going to be squirting all over the place anyway. So I think it's sufficient enough to do that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that Hawaiian salt, that smoked salt. I'm going to kind of cover it loosely, like so. And like I said, I sound like professional, but I am, I'm just basically doing it. Such a large piece of pork, first time, and so I heard all a bunch of different stories and stuff, and I want to make sure that it's safe and it's not going to spoil. Granted, I'm just holding it like, what, 1 day in the fridge, but it's just one of those better be safe than sorry. So I want to cover it with salt, and that, and and then just see if I can mimic the whole thing with this honey habanero dry rub. So I'm gonna do this. Don't want to pet it yet because I'm not touching skin as far as doing that, but then I'm just gonna go and see if I can just smudge it here, and that's about it. We'll see what happens.